Sister Wives fans are calling out Janelle and Christine's shocking hypocrisy, and you won't believe what they did to Meri behind closed doors. Fearful face. For years, fans adored the Brown sisters, but new rewatchers are uncovering a secret truth. Janelle and Christine may have treated Meri unfairly in ways that left her isolated and unheard. Heartbreak from crossing boundaries in her own home to ignoring her pain, viewers are finally speaking out. Could this be the moment that exposes the hidden cracks in their seemingly perfect family?
Stuff was probably stuff she brought to me.
And what happens next might change everything you thought you knew about the Browns' eyes. Sister Wives fans call out Janelle and Christine's blatant hypocrisy. Sister Wives fans love and adore Janelle and Christine Brown. However, they're not completely infallible. In fact, some viewers have started to point out their serious flaws as they gain popularity in season 19. When the Browns all lived in Utah together, Christine and Janelle weren't even friendly toward each other, let alone Meri. Sister Wives viewers think Janelle and Christine were hypocritical toward Meri. TLC's Sister Wives has run for 19 seasons on the network. Over the years, viewers have seen the cast members grow and change. While Janelle and Christine are quite popular with viewers today, many can't help but realize the women could be incredibly catty in the show's early days. Christine's hypocrisy about Meri at the Lehi house, a Sister Wives viewer shared online. I'm rewatching the scenes between Janelle and Meri in season 16, where Janelle brought up now Meri not wanting them to cross through her house to get to each other's house. Janelle and Christine are such hypocrites. Christine didn't want one big house because of privacy reasons. She didn't want anyone seeing go out with Cody. The op went on to point out that Meri previously asked for privacy in the Lehi house since Janelle and Christine had the most children, who were admittedly noisy. How is Meri's privacy less important than theirs? And Meri would have to constantly be aware of herself knowing that at any time someone is going to walk through. Since when is Meri's house a public walkway? The op concluded. Viewers agree that Christine and Janelle were in the wrong. As much as Sister Wives viewers love Janelle and Christine, fans admitted they treated Meri unfairly, especially in the show's early days. Other Redditors wrote, because Meri's everything was less important. She was constantly being blamed for her own self by her own family. I don't know how she lasted as long as she did. It infuriates me that fans regurgitate all the toxic accusations that Christine and Janelle made as the gospel truth. I never really liked Meri as much as Janelle, but I find myself appalled by the way the fandom and the family treated her. And a woman going through infertility issues may not entirely want to see a handful of kids running through her house reminding her she was infertile. I feel like boundaries are cool in any house living situation. I think all of this really just boils down to polygamy sucks. Do you agree that Janelle and Christine treated Meri poorly during their days in Lehi? Add your own thoughts and opinions to the comments below. Now I am Uncover. Mykelti Brown reveals if Janelle will be on next season of Sister Wives, and gives update on her dad Cody's contact with his estranged kids. Janelle Brown has been hinting for the last month or so that season 20 of Sister Wives may be her last. However, during a new interview, Mykelti Brown revealed whether or not Janelle will continue to appear on the show into season 21. Mykelti, as well as her husband Tony Padron, did an interview this week with the Growing Up in Polygamy podcast, and provided insight on Janelle's future on the show. In addition, Mykelti addressed her dad Cody's recent declarations that he is working on repairing his estranged relationships with his kids, something that several of his kids have stated as a lie. Mykelti confirmed that Sister Wives Season 21 is a go. There will be guaranteed one more season for sure. Beyond more than one, I have no idea, she said. Next, Mykelti, who is the daughter of Cody and his ex Christine, was asked about Janelle's recent posts to social media that seem to be hinting that she has left the show. Mykelti stated that, despite what Janelle has posted, she has filmed for the upcoming season. Janelle will be a part of Season 21, Mykelti said, adding that the making of this season has been very different than how the previous seasons were made. I will say that none of the parents have the same filming schedule that they used to have, she said. For the last 15 to 16 years, it's been 2 weeks of filming, 2 weeks off, she said. But this last 6 months or so, the filming has been very, very minuscule. It's sporadic. So, the filming has been less. But Janelle will be part of the new season coming out, Mykelti confirmed. She stated that she's not entirely sure how Janelle feels about continuing with the show, as her feelings often change. I think Janelle, some days she's like, yes, let's do 5 more seasons. And sometimes she's like, I'm done. I just want to focus on my grandbabies. I want to focus on Taeta Farms. I want to focus on my life in North Carolina. I want to move on. So I think she goes back and forth. As the Ashley previously reported, Janelle made several posts in December talking about leaving the show. Leaving the show, leaving a marriage, starting over at an age where everyone expects you to have it all figured out, she wrote in the caption of one Instagram reel. I kept looking at the pieces and thinking something must be wrong with me. After the cameras went away, I realized how much of my identity had been shaped by what people thought they knew, and rebuilding after that, honestly it takes time, she wrote on another post. Mykelti added that she knows Janelle would just like to live her life off camera and be a grandma. However, the money she makes from appearing on Sister Wives is needed. Sister Wives is her primary income source as well, she said. Mykelti confirmed that the idea of a Janelle and Christine spin-off has been proposed to them, although she doesn't believe it would actually happen. I don't think any of the rumors about spin-offs will actually happen, she said. I think a lot of that is because the primary story of Sister Wives is obviously the polygamy. But a lot of the aspects you get from the polygamy are how these women function together, and then how they function as parents to the kids and how the kids function together. And the majority of the children from our family don't want anything to do with the show. Only a few of the kids, including Mykelti, Madison and Isabel, appeared during season 20, and many have not been on the show in years. They don't want to film, Mykelti said of her siblings. They don't want to make cameo appearances. They're done. So it comes down to, without all of the stuff that made people fall in love with us, what is there? All that's left is the little bits and pieces of drama. Like many fans, Mykelti believes that Sister Wives doesn't have many more stories to tell. I think the show is fizzling, she said. Because it's not Sister Wives anymore. You know, they're all ex-wives now. As Sister Wives fans saw during season 20, the drama had to be facilitated by making a big deal out of the sale of Coyote Pass, as well as Cody suddenly wanting to apologize to his ex-wives. Tony suggested that one way to stretch the show out even longer would be for Cody to do an apology tour for his kids, something Mykelti said she would definitely sign on for. As the Ashley previously reported, Cody caught a lot of flack from fans, and some of his kids, when he claimed last year that he was working on repairing his relationships with all of his estranged children. In November, his third-born child Leon blasted him on social media, writing that Cody is a liar. He is a joke of a father. Leon also claimed that they had not heard from Cody since 2024. When Cody allegedly refused to speak to them at the funeral of Garrison Brown. McKelty gave an update on Cody's behind-the-scenes apology tour with his kids, and clarified why Cody may have stated that he's in contact with his kids, when he's obviously not talking to some of them. I think that he's working actively on some relationships with his kids, McKelty said. He is not actively working on all relationships. He doesn't like to single any of us out by name, because he doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, or mistake one kid for another on accident because there's 18 of us, she said. McKelty explained that when Cody mentions that he's working on his relationships with his kids, he tends to group them all together as his kids, collectively, even if he's not actually in contact with some of them. He groups us all into one because it's easier than pointing a finger at anyone specifically or leaving anyone specifically out, she said. So whenever he says things like, "I am reaching out to all of my children," it's easier to say that than, "I'm reaching out to the relationships that are easier." McKelty stated that some of her siblings do not want any sort of a relationship with Cody and do not want to reconcile. I do know, though, that there are several of my siblings that have blocked him as well, she said. I know which ones have, but I'm not going to say it, but I do know that there are several of my siblings that have told him point blank, "Do not ever contact me again." So obviously with those ones, he's still going to generalize us and he's not going to name us by name. But he isn't actively reaching out to them and seeking that relationship. I think he could try harder. Like, he's not trying as hard as he could try, McKelty admitted. There's room for improvement. Finally, McKelty was asked to estimate just how many of her siblings, from the Og wives, actually dislike Robin. I would say there's probably 80 to 85% of my siblings don't like Robin, she said. Of my siblings from the first 3 wives. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that her kids like her. Like this video if you've ever noticed hidden drama in sister wives. Speech balloon comment below. Do you agree Janelle and Christine treated Meri unfairly? Share your thoughts. Bell subscribe for the latest inside scoops, shocking secrets, and exclusive updates from sister wives. TV watch next. Don't miss our playlist uncovering the biggest sister wives scandals and behind-the-scenes secrets. Every episode you thought you knew, re-examined.